I truly believe that at the very heart of all ministry and church work, the principles of welcome, love, and care are paramount. I know this sounds so simple and we've all heard it before, but I often think in all the busyness of church life, we sometimes can become in danger of perhaps being a bit too task-orientated and complicating things, forgetting the heart of Jesus as we think about everything else that needs to be done. For me, I love simple things, and loving people is not rocket science. It's not complicated, but it is what Jesus did. It is what he does, and it is what he commands us to do. So, thinking about connections, I often get the team to imagine Jesus being at the door, welcoming people in. I love to just picture him beaming at each person, so thrilled to see them, gently giving them a hug, affirming them, and making sure that they feel included right from the moment they step into the building. He truly is the best role model, isn't he? We've all had that dreadful experience, haven't we, of walking into a room, maybe a church or a social gathering, and no one speaking to us. Perhaps you stand awkwardly at the edge, not sure where to sit, feeling a bit invisible. It's awful, isn't it? Or imagine being 87 years old, recently widowed, perhaps struggling with grief and anxiety, and you walk into a big room of people for the first time. How daunting that must feel. So that's why the welcome is absolutely key and is an essential part of creating a culture of love and care, which, by the way, should always start with the team. For it to be modelled to all the guests, this is so important. So thank your team, appreciate, welcome and care for them. We will cover this more in the team building video, but it is important to note here that as your team experience love, care and affirmation, they will then go on to show this to each other and your guests. I strongly believe that love and care is infectious. It's catching. So briefly, let me give you some practical examples of what love and care might look like in action at Connections. Firstly, remembering details. As we know, loneliness and isolation is such an issue for so many. So having someone remember that you're about to have a hip operation or that it's your birthday tomorrow just helps people to feel valued and seen again. Asking questions, checking in, showing interest, giving someone your full attention, really hearing how they are doing is so important. And again, simply coming alongside and loving and caring for someone on the anniversary of their wife's death, for example, sitting quietly with them and holding their hand perhaps, speaks more than words can say. Remind the team to be on the lookout for anyone on their own. There's nothing worse, is there, as we've already said, if nobody speaks to you. So perhaps gently introducing people to each other, encouraging new friendships to blossom, and providing a safe space for connections to form. Now, none of this is flashy or complicated, but it is deeply powerful, and it has been such a joy to see our guests ringing each other to check they're okay, guests themselves inviting a new friend or neighbour over for coffee, helping with shopping maybe if they're able to, all sorts of different things. But most importantly, seeing so many older people coming to know Jesus through the welcome, love and care they have received at Connections.